Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MT2, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement, which this week comes to you from the very glamorous location of my local bus depot, where I've come to talk about financial stability and security of your key suppliers. So over the last couple of weeks, a school in Hampshire has unfortunately had this situation where one of their suppliers has gone bust, and it was the supplier of their school transport, so their buses and coaches. And this company had been around for around 30 years, so it was a very long-standing business, and also had been a supplier to the school for many years. But unfortunately the business did fail, and it left the school literally overnight with no transport for any of their pupils. And so it reminded me that we do need to consider the financial stability of the suppliers that we are using, particularly those for key services like school transport. It should be part of your procurement process to have a look at their accounts and check that, but also it's well worth considering looking at their accounts on a regular basis, so at least once a year, having a look at their accounts, checking their financial stability. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do this for every single supplier that you have. That would be almost impossible to do, and and would take up far too much time. However, if you've got key services, school transport, catering, cleaning, those services where even a day without that service would provide you with an issue or cause you an issue, then you really probably ought to be checking up on them. Now, don't get me wrong, I worked in a bank for 20 years. If a supplier wants to pull the wool over your eyes about what's happening with their finances, they have myriad ways of doing that. So it's not a foolproof system, but at the very least you can be reassured that you've done everything you can to avoid any particular issues. If you don't have the skills to read a set of accounts, there are plenty of people that do. You'll probably find that someone on your board of governors, maybe your trustees, or even your own accountant, if you're using an accountancy firm, will have the ability to do that. So that's my tactic for this week. Make sure that you check the financial stability of your suppliers. Until next time, soldier on.